Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. On today's video we're going to be putting a rear bumper onto a 98 Jeep TJ. This one is a Smittybuilt tube bumper, so stay tuned and hopefully you guys learned something in today's video. Thanks. First thing you're going to want to do is take off your rear tire. It should be some 19mm. You can do an impact, you can do a wrench, either way. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Alright, so once you've got your rear tire off, the next thing you want to do is if you've got any sort of accessory lights, that kind of stuff, so you're going to go ahead and want to take those, disconnect those.
Should have to come from the back side right here.
I didn't want to undo this.
Right now I'm not worried about it, because I got to take this out too.
What size is it?
13.
Alright, so another step you're going to have to do is take off your rear tire, the spare tire mount. This is 13mm. We tried the impact on a couple of them, but you need a wrench to get in across the top ones just because the impact was a little bit too big. So that 13, there's 5 bolts, 13mm to take that off. So once that's off, this piece should just pop right off. Ta-da!
Smaller than a 20.
Okay, so we got your rear tire off, we got your rear tire carrier holder off, we got your bumper end caps off, and we have also disconnected any of the electrical that you've got for reverse lights, that kind of thing. So the next thing we want to do is, there's 2 bolts on each side that hold the rear bumper, and then there's one on the bottom on each side. I got 18mm. 18mm seems to fit the best on those. Looks like this one doesn't have the bolts on the bottom. It looks like it's just the 2 on the sides on this Jeep. So the next thing you want to do is take your 18mm and undo 2 bolts on each side, and that'll take the rear bumper off. Once you've got the 2 bolts on each side off, your rear bumper should just slide straight off, just like that. So now what we're going to want to do is take a look at our new bumper that's going on. This one looks like it's got 2 bolts for each side. that'll line up with these. It looks like it also has 2 more holes. If you wanted to drill some more holes in this, you could. And then it also has a hole for the bottom to line up too if you wanted to try to put a bolt in there. Just make it a little bit sturdier if you're... Okay, so we've got the rear bumper ready to go. We pulled the 2 bolts out of each side. The head of this bolt's an 18. The nut is a 19, so I got the 2 wrenches ready. There's a washer, so you'll put a washer on each side. And he's going to pick up that side, and then I'll pick up this side and hopefully throw in a bolt and a nut, and we'll see how this goes. Alright, so we've got the rear bumper on. We did 2 bolts on each side. As you probably saw, we used a jack stand to kind of hold up one side while we lined the other side. One of the holes was kind of fighting us, so we just tapped it in with a hammer. Just be careful on your thread so you don't strip out any of the threads, but it was pretty close. So now it's on. Like I said, this is a used bumper, so it could have been bent a little bit, could have been dropped. Okay, so we've got the rear bumper on, we've got it all tightened in. Now we're starting to figure out what little pieces we're going to have to fix. So the brake light, the third brake light piece, we're going to have to rerun that wires down and out to the hinge here. And then we're also finding that you can't close this because it's hitting this bump stop here. So we're going to pull that bump stop off. This is kind of where the spare tire originally would press up against, and so we're going to pull this little thing off, and then we'll go from there. That one ended up being a T30. We're going to go ahead and put this back in, just so you don't get water in there and start rusting that hole out. So once we got that one back in, that one was the T30, then we also put these ones back in. These are for the spare tire bracket. These were the ones that we pulled out earlier, so just to keep water and things from getting in there. There we go, so that's closing up good now. We got these 2 bolts tightened in on each side. Now we're going to start doing some wiring and then we'll get the lights on there. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video where we showed you how to put a Smittybuilt rear bumper onto a 98 Jeep TJ. This should work for pretty much any Jeep TJ from 97 all the way to 2006. Hope you learned something. If you would have done something a little bit different, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Go ahead and give us a like, subscribe. That's how the YouTube algorithm works. And thanks for watching.
Like and comment.